Yo. Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is the Apostate Prophet. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. I can't talk. That doesn't sound like anything at all. Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is the Apostate Prophet. How is everybody doing?
Fantastic day.
How is everybody faring today? David, how do you fare today?
I farest well.
Fare thee well. Yeah. So I just decided to abruptly go live. I was sitting down, was just done with other stuff, then sat down and was looking at my phone. Then I saw somebody rudely
Let it all out, man. Let it all out. Share your feelings with the group, AP.
I saw somebody burning the Quran. So I thought I have to talk about this. How can you burn a book like that? Anyway, so I saw Valentina Gomez burn the Quran, and then I thought, hey, we got to go live talk about this. David, how do you feel about this? Does it make you sad as well?
Not the book burning. Couldn't conceivably care less about that stupid book.
Okay, good. Fantastic. All right, man.
As Tommy Robinson gave the perfect description of it. It's obviously a war manual. It's a manual for taking over the world, but it's all jumbled up and scrambled up. It's like you took a war manual, stuck it in a blender, blended it all up, and then just put everything together once it came out, and not in any particular order and so on. And then it's hard to figure out what it's commanding because stuff is out of order and they have a rule of abrogation and stuff like that. So Tommy called it an encrypted war manual. You have to actually study to know which verses abrogate which verses and stuff like that. And encrypted war manual. This is incredibly heartwarming to see you care so much for that book that you're weeping for it.
Thank you. Yeah. So anyway, so I was resting, just done with stuff, and then I saw that a woman named Valentina Gomez burnt the Quran. And we've seen her before. She's kind of
I think it's Valentina Gomez or something like that.
She's kind of crazy. Some would argue in a good way. Have you heard of her before, David?
Yeah, that I may have heard of her before, but first time I clearly remember her from was where she put on a hijab to go to the Muslim event, and then to get up to the microphone because she's got a hijab on, and then she pulls it off and trashes Islam.
Let's watch that.
That was pretty. That was pretty funny. Classic Valentina Gomez.
So she's a pretty edgy a woman from Texas, I believe, who also wants to run for Congress, and who has very, very strong opinions on different things, including Islam. She also has a very, very noticeable accent that makes it all fun, even more fun. But here she is at an event, at a Muslim event. She's in the back with a hijab on her head. And then she approaches the stage suddenly.
Everyone's cheering.
Islam is the religion of rape, incest, and pedophilia, where they bow down to a stupid rock and a false prophet. I will never
You can play that 50 times, man. They start yelling Allahu Akbar. She just wrecked you guys. It's too late for that now. It's too late. You lost. It's okay.
Go back in your page.
Go back to your Muslim.
Go back somewhere else. Hey, go back somewhere else.
Try something.
What is this, man?
It's funny, man. Wait, I want to watch it with higher sound actually here.
Islam is the religion of rape, incest, and pedophilia, where they bow down to a stupid rock and a false prophet. I will never let you feel lost.
This is a Christian nation. So anyway, her
Oh man.
her why has YouTube blocked the like button? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Probably not on here. I don't think that they have blocked the like button over here. They blocked the like button. They wouldn't do such a thing at all.
I just liked it.
Not on my watch.
I just
Not
liked
on my watch, YouTube. But then the same
Hey,
woman.
hang on. Everyone be sure to test that like button right now to make sure it works for everyone.
Yes, yeah. Make sure to touch that like button, just like the Al-Zut touched Muhammad.
No, not like the Zut touch Muhammad. Be sure to zoot that like button. That'll be our new
Zut
thing.
the like button. Zut the like button.
Your daughters will be.
Then I
Okay, so
saw.
here's the new one. Here she may be crossing the line. Not with the burning book. Couldn't conceivably care less about that. The flamethrower, she stole my idea. I actually wanted to order one of those. I think that's a different one because Eli, there was apparently some, when he came out with not a flamethrower, it was apparently I forget what it was, but there was some rule is you couldn't call something a flamethrower and ship it. So they called it not a flamethrower. and then you could actually just buy a not a flamethrower.
Flamethrower. You should have ordered one, man. This is the kind of stuff that you need to have.
You can still get them. You can get them on like eBay and stuff.
I know.
They're like
I don't-
collectible now.
They don't count as firearms or anything, right? So it's funny. It's very funny. It's a very funny. But anyway, so I saw this and I see people sharing it now.
Oh yeah, what did I say? Hang on. Let me pull up what I said. I shared that as well. Let me see. I said, there's only one way to decide the future of American politics. Valentina Gomez must face Ilhan Omar in Thunderdome. Two women enter, one woman leaves. Winner gets Texas. That's the only way I can see of dealing with this stuff.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
It's before you were born, AP.
I see that some people, this woman here, this person here, she's very obsessed with people who are now American patriots and who are pro-West and pro-America and also pro-Israel and all that. So she just bad-mouths all of them. Apparently, she commented on this and said this dumb bitch can't even get a decent privacy fence built in her backyard.
That's
What in
your
the hell does-
criticism? Her fence?
What the heck does it have to do with the content of the video?
Let me see. I used to build fences. That doesn't seem too terrible.
Halal right gets super upset when you show disrespect to the infallible Quran. Alhamdulillah. Anyway, let's watch this video. That's why there's a little bit of a language warning here.
Oh, language warning, everyone. Language warning.
Language warning.
Valentina Gomez
A little bit of language
does
warning.
not hold back. She does not.
Because she's a little bit angry and a little bit harsh in her language, and despite saying this is a Christian nation and this we are Christians and all of that, her language is a little bit much. So it might not be that bad actually. I think she just says one thing.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Your daughters will be raped and your sons beheaded unless we stop Islam once and for all.
Oh yeah, that fence kind of sucks. Now that I see it.
I just find the sudden entrance into the video. I don't know why.
It's the combination of what she's saying and the fact that it's a flamethrower with the hallelujah, hallelujah.
She just comes in completely wild.
Yeah. She just anything she does, she just instantly dials up to 10. Like she starts off at 10.
Yeah.
It's like most people don't want to always be at 10 because where do you go from there, right? Where do you go from there? But yeah, she's starting off at 10.
Like if I made a video, I mean, in fact, I did make a video about burning the Quran. I would start speaking calmly about why I'm doing this and give a speech and all that. And she's like, no, Your daughters will be.
Your daughters will be raped and your sons beheaded unless we stop Islam once and for all. We're done turning the other cheek. Remember, David didn't pray for Goliath. He killed them.
He said killed them. Didn't pray for Goliath. He killed them.
He killed them.
America is a Christian nation, so those terrorist Muslims can fuck off to any of the 57 Muslim nations. There is only one true God, and that is the God of Israel.
So let's break down her words here, David. What do you think about this, theologically speaking?
What?
So let's see. What do you think about hallelujah?
We're done turning the other.
I don't know why this distorts their face here. We're done turning the other cheek. David, when is it okay to be done turning the other cheek?
If you're talking about your national safety and so on, she's correct. That's not what that means. But there is a seriously deep meaning there, that the teachings of Jesus have had a massive impact on Western nations, whereby it had an impact on people over time that now people don't even understand. Like back in the day, people just fight over all kinds of stuff, and over time we agree, hey, let's not start massacring each other over these things and so on. And we get to where you reach a kind of equilibrium and things go well, and you can have a family and a dog and go to school and so on without worrying about, oh, I'm going to say this and then someone's going to come massacre me and things like that. But eventually have people who take advantage of that nice behavior and that inclination to get along with other people, and they use that to ultimately try to destroy you. And insofar as that is concerned, yes, turn the other cheek was not about letting someone violently subjugate your nation and so on.
Based. I don't know why there's a troll here saying, she's an illegal immigrant. I hope they deport her. I hope they deport Valentina Gomez back. She's the U.S. citizen. What are you talking about? What is this? She's a U.S. citizen, and that's that.
I can't even find. She don't even have a Wikipedia page, man. Try to.
No. Wait, let me turn this to slow mode here. All right.
Remember, David didn't pray for Goliath. He killed them. America is a Christian nation, so
I have an issue here with what she says there. Now, I don't want to get into a deep discussion on religion, but you could still technically pray for them while fighting them, right? So, yeah.
Those terrorist Muslims can fuck off.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I have to start from here again.
America is a Christian nation, so those terrorist Muslims can fuck off to any of the 57 Muslim nations. There is only one true God, and that is the God of Israel.
Gave my brothers a drink up, did everything but gave up, stabbed my braid up.
Well, I don't want to get copyrighted for it.
She have on some military pants.
Yeah. She has some camouflage pants here, right here. And it says Valentina Gomez with a pink background and a lipstick bullet.
And a little Jesus fish.
And a little Jesus fish. And it says powered by Jesus Christ. Paid for by Valentina for Congress, Texas 31st. Now, she's not very popular in the elections. Apparently, the last time that there were elections, she only got 7% of the vote in the Republican primaries or something. However, she does want to run on stuff like just get rid of the Muslims and get rid of Islam and get rid of this and get rid of that. Let's just fight it and all that. And yeah. Interesting. If you want to vote for that kind of stuff, there it is. But anyway, so
your daughters will be raped.
But she burns the Quran, and the thing is,
hang on. Hey, one second, because
hang on.
She's saying it right now. AP, if Islam were to actually take over,
yes.
my issue is Islam is not is not on the verge of taking over anything in America. You say, oh, but you know, Zohran Mamdani in New York and so on. Yeah, you have stuff like that. You have problems and so on. You have problem areas and so on. But Muslims are just, they hover at between 1% and 2% of the US population. Not just gonna run out and take over. But AP, down the road, way down the road, if Islam were to take over America, would people's daughters get raped?
Yes.
100% yes, guys. That Islam does teach that. That's fine.
That's true. No, I don't know the background of this, but apparently this goes back a little bit. Here.
Whoever you send after me will not be going back.
She doesn't hold back. She clearly doesn't hold back. She clearly says whatever is on her mind. So she says here, I pissed off a bunch of Muslims. Whoever you send after me will not be going back. FAFO. Now, what is this about?
What did she shoot?
This was a few days ago. When was this? August 16th. That was a week ago.
A little over a week ago, man. Learn. I know you're Turkish, but learn to count. Go ahead.
And you will find out who.
Where did she even hit it?
I can't tell.
It's right there. Did she? I can't tell. It's difficult to tell. Or maybe she did.
I'll look it up and then I'll zoom way in.
I have to analyze it more slowly.
I don't miss, boy.
Okay, but she didn't miss. Okay, that explains it. She didn't miss. All right, we don't have to check. David, don't check.
I will.
Don't
check.
you dare check. Don't you dare check, man.
Yeah, my
Aren't
boss.
you? Aren't you
My
afraid?
boss.
Aren't
My
you
boss.
afraid, man? Aren't you afraid? I wouldn't be. I wouldn't check after this. If I saw this first, I wouldn't check anymore, man. I'm terrified. I'm scared of her. I'm scared of her. I don't know why she says I pissed off a bunch of Muslims. I don't know what she did, but the thing is, so what I did was I searched her profile for the word Muslim. I searched her profile for the word Muslims, and it doesn't look pretty. So, last post, including Muslims, is 1 hour ago. Ukraine needs a new president. Zelensky is just getting every young man killed in the war so he can stay in power and not face resistance. The
Oh,
UK is being raped
she
by
hit it, man.
rapist Muslims too. She did?
I had to. You can't. You kind of can't tell because it keeps moving and stuff like that. But I zoomed in, and yeah, you clearly see the thing switch directions when it got hit.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't say that you checked. This is kind of dangerous.
Hey, well, look, there's a politician. She's running for Congress. She says she doesn't miss. I wanted to verify that. This is how you test. This is how you test whether you can trust a person's claims.
She made it very clear that she doesn't miss.
She said she doesn't miss. And I verified. We now have confirmation, 100% conclusive confirmation that this chick doesn't miss, just like Garkatry don't snitch.
But if she says she doesn't miss, then she doesn't miss. It is not up to us to decide or to check or to verify if she misses or not.
Dude,
don't you have any concerns for your safety?
you
man?
think just because she's Hispanic, you can't?
I'm scared.
You can't trust her.
I'm scared. So the UK is being raped by Muslims by.
The UK is being raped by rapists, Muslims. What's this community notes?
Muslims are violent and cannot be reformed. They should be abolished. What does that even mean?
They should be abolished.
Ilana Omar says ISIS beyond reform and should be abolished, and she says Muslims should be abolished.
Fixed it for you. Wow. Oh boy.
Muslims should be abolished. They hate Jews, Hindus, and Christians. Can't make peace with these Muslims. They want to kill us all. Elon, I receive hundreds of messages from UK citizens because their children are being raped by Muslims and nothing happens to them. If you and I were in the UK, we would both be in prison. What is this in response to?
100% she would be in prison right now. She would be in prison for almost anything we've seen by her so far.
Yeah. He's named after rapist pedophile. Ban all Muslims in the military and police force. We have a Muslim problem in America. It's all the rapist Muslims that are killing their way to take over Europe. Islam is the problem, and Keir Starmer protects all these criminals. Europe needs a 1776, or your daughter will be raped by Muslims.
That's weird because it's true, right? I mean, that's built into the, hey, we conquer these places, take over these places so we can rape their wives and daughters. Now, keep in mind, just to be clear, ladies and gentlemen, we're not talking about all Muslims. That is what Islam teaches. And so insofar as you have Muslims who obey those teachings and don't say, oh, those were just for the time or something like that, there is an obsession with taking over and raping women and girls.
Suspected disgusting murder of Lisa and rape of woman is asylum seeker. Those rapist Muslims are the problem. Less Muslims, less problems.
But it's funny because she keeps saying rapists, Muslims.
Yeah. We need to investigate the Muslims within the U.S. military. Muslim soldier. They allowed a bunch of rapist Muslims. Look, here she said rapist. Into their borders, and now the most common baby name is Muhammad. Who in their right mind names their baby after a pedophile?
Fair point.
That's a good
Like
line.
it's like of all the names, like you wouldn't want to name your kid Dahmer, right? Because it's like, okay, that's Jeffrey Dahmer. He's ruined that name. Like even if your name was already Dahmer and your name was like Bob Dahmer, you like seriously should think about getting a name change after that. There are certain names that have been ruined forever, like Benedict Arnold, Judas.
If you're an American,
Can't name someone Judas anymore. It's a messed up name. Muhammad should be like that because he's worse than almost anyone who's ever lived.
That's kind of a funny thing because isn't there later a good Judas again in the New Testament after the death of Judas? Anyway.
Yeah, because that was one of the most common names at the time. Think about that. That was one of the most common names in that area at the time, and not so much afterwards.
Powerful.
It's like Adolf, right?
Adolf.
That was a normal name. That was a totally normal name.
Yeah, you can't name your children Zut, for example.
Yeah, don't name your kids Adolf, Judas, Zut, or Muhammad.
Yeah.
And if you were forced to pick between Zut and Muhammad, go with Zut.
Yeah.
Not Muhammad.
Look at this.
Oh boy, she better be happy. AP was just complaining about Elon taking over Twitter. She would not be on Twitter if Elon hadn't taken over.
Damn, man. You can't say this kind of stuff when you are. She can't say this in America. Can she just say this anywhere else? I don't even know, man. If you say this in the UK, you're in prison.
You go to prison.
Border might be secured now, but all the pedophile Muslims are already in Texas. We have to ban hijabs and all that terrorist crap once and for all.
I mean, think about it though, right? Like, again, just to be clear, we're not saying all Muslims are pedophiles and things like that, but I mean, think about the spokesman, the popular spokesman. They're in Texas. You've got the Muslim cowboy. You got Daniel Hakikaj. What are these guys defending? Child marriage. They're the world's leading defenders of child marriage. So when you hear from Muslims and they're posting videos and they're posting on X and they're posting on YouTube and you listen to them, what are they defending? Sex with prepubescent little girls. It's pretty screwed up.
Black Angels has stream with her. That sounds like a very bad idea.
AP, stream with her on Twitter.
Even that sounds like a very bad idea. Even that.
What if she keeps pointing out and they kiss their stupid rock? Worship their stupid rock.
Bow down to their stupid rock. Look at this one. Keir Starmer says, I will do what it takes.
No,
I will do what it takes to uphold the law and ensure fairness for the British people. If someone doesn't have the right to be in this country, we won't allow them to stay. And she says, have some balls and name the problem. It's the rapists Muslims. Send them all back.
Rapists Muslims.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. She ratioed him. Yeah.
Whoa! To be fair, I've also ratioed Keir Starmer multiple times.
I think
don't-
everyone
people don't
ratios
like him.
Keir Starmer.
Yeah.
Nobody likes him.
Yeah, any random person could post one response and they'd ratio him.
Yeah. Only rocks are safe near Muslims.
That a picture of a Muslim chasing a goat.
This is too-
Oh man. Oh boy.
She's.
Wow.
Oh, here she didn't ratio. I really wish you had the same energy for the citizens of the UK, but all you do is protect those rapist Muslims. They pull this crap while they free all the rapist Muslim terrorizing the UK. Illegal Muslims that are raping. I don't want to say that. I don't want to put those words together. Doesn't fear the gay Democrats and the Muslims. The gay Democrats and the Muslims. Wait, I'm the only one in Texas who doesn't feel the gay Democrats and the Muslims.
Just look at
Beto,
it.
you almost killed multiple people while driving under the
Just look at
Your daddy bailed you out.
She's kind of like Laura Loomer, but significantly more insane, you know.
Send all those. Oh boy. Look at the next one. Oh man. Oh.
Oh man. Exam results don't matter when your son or daughter gets raped or stabbed or to death by one of your pedophile Muslims. Nobody's safe if Muslims are the majority. Just look at the 75 Shia Muslim nations that they all fled. Deport all those rapist Muslims. You're a pedophile protector. Man. If Islam is so great, why don't they stay in any of those 57 Muslim nations? The less Muslim in a Christian nation, the better. Nice. Interesting. By this logic, then Muslims should pay double taxes. They're both terrible. Muslims. You're investigating in the Muslims that have raped thousands of innocent British girls.
Poor goat.
These Muslims are sick and disgusting people. Poor goat.
Is that same video of the goat running? Oh, post is unavailable. What the heck, man?
I took the hits and death threats for saying Islam is not compatible with America. These terrorists attacked by jihadists, Muslims will only increase. Arm yourself and neutralize any threat before you get neutralized.
Tell us what you really think, Valentina.
Islam is not compatible with America. Another jihadist Muslim has burned people alive in American soil. This is not the first, nor will it be the last time it happens. We haven't learned from the New Orleans terrorist attack, nor from the Jewish couple that was killed point blank by a Hamas supporter. I want every American to arm themselves and be ready to neutralize any threat before you get neutralized, because we have terrorists in American soil and they will have no mercy for any of us.
Oh, that sounds a bit dangerous. Setting people on fire, another peaceful Muslims. I don't know. I mean, it seems like she doesn't like Muslims, you know.
That it seems like that.
Yeah.
No, I don't know, because like you can make fun of people and still like them. Like maybe culturally, the more she comes from one of those cultures where the more you like someone, the more you make fun of them. Hate everything that's universally loved. Bacon, dogs, and freedom. Those are the big three right there. The big three: bacon, dogs, and freedom. Oh man.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
The way to
Oh, hey, Ryan just said, has anyone dropped D Wood's Al Zut video in her DMs yet? Yeah, she might be someone to inform about the Al Zut. But wait, guys, wait, before everyone DMs, wait until the new Al Zut video comes out on Friday. And then, yeah, guys, it'd be a good time to DM her both the Al Zut videos. She seems like she'd be good for sharing that valuable information with the world. Not a stupid rock on a smelly rug.
She really has a way with words. You know?
She got away with words, all right. Nobody likes that. There's smelly rugs everywhere. No thanks. Oh man.
Oh, this is too much. It's too much. I'm getting a headache now.
Oh boy.
You could just read through her whole feed, through all her tweets.
There's her
with
flamethrower.
Muslims, and man. Anyway, anything else, David?
She said it all. No, I think no, seriously, what the how do I put this? This is it's not quite the Overton window, but it's something like the Overton window, whereas things that you can say become increasingly acceptable. They can the window of what's acceptable to say changes over time. People would be losing their minds over this chick 10 years ago. And now people are basically like us. They're kind of giggling and cracking up, laughing at it. Even if you're like, hey, I don't agree with that, or I don't agree with that, or I wouldn't say that, or something like that. It's like, okay, you are dealing with lots of people with a lot of dangerous ideas. And the spokesman, I don't mean random people. I mean like the spokesman, their favorite guys are defending child marriage and killing apostates and taking over the world and stuff. And people are basically, okay, you say whatever you want, honey. Say whatever you want. We'll laugh.
Noise.
But now she can get away with it.
Hey, have you heard of is Mohammed Hijab is supposed to fight this one guy?
Yeah, some politician.
Paul Golding, who I just noticed follows me, and I don't follow him. What is that about? I think I don't really want to follow him because seems to be a little bit politically messed up. I cannot wait to fight this barbarian in the cage this autumn. Get ready for an MMA clash you won't forget. Date and details coming soon. What is this?
You you are and you have destroyed your image in front of the international community.
Wait.
You are and you have destroyed your image in front of the international community. And you know what else you've done? You brought the Muslims together, not just the Palestinians, because when they realize who the real oppressor is
he sitting with his legs crossed like a girl?
Who the real Goliath is, they come.
He's the real Goliath.
This is so funny. He's sitting there talking trash about Israel and you have brought the Muslims together. As if the Muslims weren't always united against the Jews.
Yeah, that's new. And second, it's like bull. You look at Saudi Arabia. What happens? Someone tries to pull out a Palestinian flag there. They shut it down. They snatch them up and take your flag away. Most Muslim nations don't seem to care. No Muslim nations are taking in tons of refugees and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what you have is you got a bunch of Muslims on Twitter and a bunch of Muslims on like college campuses and stuff like that, throwing tantrums and blocking traffic and things like that, and just being really annoying to people. But that's not the same as like Israel's going to lose What hijab is doing right now, I already said it. After you have some big scandal or you get totally humiliated, you have to demonstrate your worth and value to the ummah. And I even said it. Same thing with Yasser Qadi. When Yasser Qadi's like, oh, the hadith, these are just pure garbage. Only an idiot would follow these. But, as Muslims, we have to believe in it, even though it makes no sense. The whole method is stupid. When he says that, said it right then. Look, what are you going to do? Well, you got to start blasting away at Jews. You got to start blasting away at the far right. You got to do that. And then Muslims will say, oh, but he's being real based right now. So we'll just forget all the embarrassing stuff. So that's what hijab's doing right now. People are blasting him. They're still blasting him over as not the way y'all blasted Muhammad, but blasting him about the hotel wife scandal, blasting him about getting crushed in court and things like that. So what's he going to do? You got to fight, because that always impresses the Muslims. Really impresses them if you go out, oh, look, I'm an MMA fighter. They go, oh, what scandals were there earlier? We can't remember. We forgot about them because he's fighting him strong. That's all that matters. And just attack Israel, just attack Jews. And it's fun. It's hilarious. It's kind of an awkward time because if he wants to get back into the good graces of the ummah, keep in mind, some of them never left him. His diehard fans, they never left him. They don't care. He could turn every Muslim, he could turn every Muslim woman in the world into a prostitute. They would not care even slightly if he's thumping his chest and going, me strong. That's all that matters to them. And it's like, oh, him strong. Look at him turning all the women into prostitutes. Him so great and strong. But if he wants to, he's in a really awkward time because he wants to get into the good graces of Muslims who kind of turned on him or basically don't want to share his content anymore. So he has to win them back. How do you do it? Well, normally you, as a Muslim, would blast away at Jews and blast away at Christians, but they're trying to court the favor of Christians like Tucker Carlson and people like that right now. And so they're in kind of an awkward position where you can kind of only blast away at Jews or Hindus right now. So that's what I'll be doing for a little while up until his fight. It's weird. This is a no-win fight for him, man. It's like when it'd be like me fighting a girl or something like that. Or imagine me fighting like Ali Dawah, right? Someone who's like a little pathetic pipsqueak or something like that, right? Like, you don't win either way. If I were to fight Ali Dawah and beat Ali Dawah, I just look like a jerk. Why? Because I'm a much bigger, stronger dude than Ali Dawah.
But you think you can beat Ali Dawah?
So there are only two possibilities. If I were to fight someone like Ali Dawah or a girl, probably be harder fighting the girl. But suppose I fought a girl. Okay, either I beat the girl, in which case I'm a jerk who beats up a girl, or by some chance the girl beats me, because there are some actual like legit women fighters out there who could probably beat the crap out of me,
like Valentina Gomez.
In which case you get beat up by a girl. So you're either a jerk who beats up a girl, or you got beat up. You're such a loser you got beat up by a girl. It's kind of the situation here. Either Muhammad Hijab. Now keep in mind that the guy does have martial arts training. I think he's like a blue belt in jiu-jitsu, and he practices like Muay Thai or something like that. But at the end of the day, he's older and so on than Muhammad Hijab, and Hijab is way bigger. Probably outweighs the guy by like 100 pounds or something. But anyway, the point is, if Hijab wins, he beat up some old politician. If Hijab loses, Hijab got beat up by an old politician. And who's going to be interested in fighting him after that? So his MMA career will not be helped by this either way. He will have his idiot fan, him beat up non-Muslim. Oh, look at that. Him beat him up. Oh, him so strong.
I kind of have a hard time believing that you would actually defeat Ali Dawah. But
hey, you know what's funny?
What?
I don't even know if I'm supposed to be saying this, but I don't think you'd have a problem. God Logic's bodyguard, Drake, you know that big dude?
No.
You ever seen him in videos?
No, I don't listen to Drake.
In videos, you'll see this big white dude standing beside God Logic or in the vicinity at various times. I pointed out that's the guy I said when I was at Speaker's Corner last year. There were a couple of guys in mask, and they were kind of circling the group I was speaking to. I had on my sunglasses so I could track them even while I'm running my mouth talking trash about Muhammad. But these guys had like rage in their eyes. They're walking around, and Drake said something to them, and they left. They walked away. But anyway, Drake, we're standing there. Drake's like, Muhammad Hijab wants to fight, man. I'll fight him right now. And we're gonna record it. He wanted to challenge Muhammad Hijab to a fight, and he wanted to basically say the message he wanted to send Mohammed Hijab. Again, we were going to record it, but then we just ended up talking to a bunch of people like late at night. This is in New York. But what he wanted to say was, if Hijab wins this fight, Drake wants next, and all the revenue, winner take all. And Drake said, if he wins, it'll go to his favorite Christian apologists. And if Hijab wins, he can spend it on his hotel wives and legal fees. And I thought that was a pretty good idea. But I think if this politician doesn't beat up Hijab, I think Drake would kick the crap out of him.
Beast.
If that's assuming Hijab wants to continue his MMA career.
Oh wait, Paul Golding here. Last time I trained MMA or fought MMA was back in 2005.
That is a long time ago.
That's 18 years ago.
How was that
Fancy
18 years
stand-up
ago?
Boxing, Muay Thai type fight.
Oh, this was him challenging. This was in 2023. I was like, what?
2023.
What are you talking about? That's not 18 years, but yeah, 2023.
Interesting. So he has a past. I don't know.
Oh, he said you had 2 MMA fights in the past. He said, yeah, 18 years ago.
Interesting. I don't know. I'm on nobody's side here. Just kidding. Here's Ijaz, the
doxer.
The doxer.
What does he call Mexicans, Hispanics, things like that?
I don't want to say it.
Yeah, you don't even want to say it. It's a racial slur. Look at this.
Yeah.
This is why they call him Penfold, man.
So, notice inspiring philosophy is celebrating people leaving Islam. He's not celebrating people embracing Christianity from Islam. This is the difference between us. We care about people's salvation. They care about attacking Islam.
We can love both of those things. The ex-Muslims that we met in New York, I'm trying to recall. As far as I recall, they were all Christians, the ones who came up and talked to us and so on. As far as celebrating Ijaz, we celebrate both, man. We can celebrate Muslims leaving Islam no matter what they're becoming. If they're becoming atheists, agnostics, Christians, whatever, it's all good. It's all good if people are leaving Islam, because we need an avalanche of apostasy among the people who are trying to violently subjugate the world. With that said, it's always awesome when they become Christians, which is happening all the time now.
It's all good, son. It's all good. Hey, what is this? Inspiring philosophy. Mike Jones says, why is AP scared to burn the Quran? He only rips pages out like a weakling. He's not as manly as Valentina is.
Got a point there.
Yeah, I don't think anyone is as manly as Valentina is. So
that's true.
Yeah. So, I don't really have to take that personally. Somebody gifted one apostate prophet a membership. Why is your name? Isn't that that's a military? That's a military organization or something. Yeah, gifted. The Israeli military, the IDF gifted one membership. Thank you, IDF. Whimsical Skedaddler, check out Sips with Sierra. Even us Catholics are using the Islamic dilemma.
Nice.
What is Sips with Sierra?
Hey,
yes.
One, Catholics, Orthodox, Protestants, everyone should be using the Islamic dilemma. But I have to point out again, the Islamic dilemma works for anyone. If you are the most diehard atheist in the world, you can point out, you can say, hey, I don't believe in the Bible. I don't believe in the Quran. But the Quran affirms the Bible and the Quran contradicts the Bible. Therefore, the Quran self-destructs.
Hang on. We have a Catholic channel that is dealing with Islam. That is very interesting. That is very, very interesting. First off, let's connect. Secondly, subscribed.
Where's the Islamic dilemma? Oh, in jail, right? It's right there, man.
Because I want Christians of every single background and tradition to be aware of and to deal with Islam. So this is very, very good to see. We'll have lots of Protestants dealing with Islam because Protestants are based.
Click on the video, man.
But now we have it seems we have also
Why are Catholics always playing catch up? Not catch up in the Sheikh Uthman sense, but Like
Hey, GBT, how you doing today?
Protestants and Orthodox have to lead the way, and Catholics have to play catch up.
Yeah. But anyway, I subscribe to Sips with Sarah. So there you go. Everybody subscribe to Sips with Sarah. Sips with Sarah. Sips with Sarah. Subscribe to Sips with Sarah. Sips
So hang
with
on, we
Sarah.
got. Hey, why are all the Catholic channels doing that? You got Pints with Aquinas, Sips with Sarah.
Because Catholics are sophisticated, man. Catholics have they are classy, you know.
Crack with Cameron.
They have to drink something or smoke a cigar.
But they name their channels that, and they're never sipping or never drinking any pints or anything.
Oh, Pints with Aquinas, well, actually, he used to drink and also smoke a cigar on his videos. I don't think he does it anymore. I don't know.
Hey, GBT, how you doing today?
Hey there, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Always happy to chat. How about
That
you?
sounds like a different voice.
I'm doing pretty good. So I keep hearing about this update that you've had to GPT-5. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So GPT-5 has brought in a few neat upgrades. It's basically a bit more nuanced and context aware, so it can handle more complex conversations and give even more natural, kind of human-like responses. It's also a bit faster and has improved in terms of understanding subtle details. So overall, just a nice little evolution to make chatting even smoother.
Cool. I also heard that you can solve very complex mathematical equations. Is that
Yeah, that's pretty much
That's a nice way he's going
Yeah.
about it.
Can you solve the Islamic dilemma?
Wait, I just want to highlight here something that Black Angel said. Oh yeah, here. Y'all will be Muslims without Catholics. Thank you.
on point. With the newer updates, I can tackle more complex math problems than before. I mean, I'm not quite a graphing calculator or a math research assistant, but I can definitely handle a good range of equations and help walk through the steps. So if you've got a tricky math problem, feel free to throw it my way.
I have a problem that I want to see if you can solve, but it's not a math problem. It's more of a logical dilemma. You think you can help me out with it?
Absolutely. I'd love to give it a shot. Logical dilemmas are definitely in my wheelhouse. So go ahead and lay it on me and we'll see what we can do.
But don't lay it on me in the
Yeah.
way of Al-Zut.
So there's this thing called the Islamic dilemma, which you're probably aware of. And basically the way it goes is that the Quran confirms the previous gospels many times. It confirms the Injil, which is Arabic for the gospel, and it confirms the Taurat or the Torah, which I'm probably mispronouncing. However, it also contradicts the gospels and the Torah in many significant ways. So the dilemma goes like this. If the gospels are true, then that means that the Quran is false because the Quran contradicts the Gospels. However, if the Gospels are corrupted, and that's how we explain these contradictions, then that means the Quran is still false because the Quran confirms these scriptures, which actually, turn out to be corrupted according to some. So either the Quran is contradicting true scriptures or it is confirming corrupted scriptures. Either way, the Quran is false. So do you think there is a way out of this? And if so, can you please provide that answer?
What do you think about his presentation here of the Islamic dilemma so far?
It's okay. It's okay. It's acceptable. It's
too bad.
acceptable.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Sure, I'm definitely familiar with the so-called Islamic dilemma. It's a common argument that gets discussed a lot in interfaith dialogues and apologetic circles. Now, from a purely logical standpoint, the way out often depends on the interpretive lens you're using. For example, many Muslim scholars argue that the Quran is confirming the original, unaltered revelations of the Torah and the Gospel, basically what they believe to be the pure original messages before any human alterations.
Yeah,
So from that perspective, they'd say the Quran isn't confirming.
Yeah, so I don't know what this guy knows or how much he's been following this stuff, but that answer from ChatGPT is correct insofar as that's how lots of Muslims would off the cuff respond. The problem is, which we all know by now, but it hasn't worked its way into the Ummah. Certainly not the way the Zut worked their way into Muhammad, but the Ummah still doesn't know. Just pay attention to what the Quran says over and over and over again, confirming what you have, confirming what is with you, confirming what you have, confirming what is with you. Muhammad actually told Jews, bring me a copy of the Torah. And he said to a copy of the Torah in 7th century Arabia, I believe in you and in the one who revealed you. So the Quran is clearly, if you take the Quran seriously, it is clearly not talking about scriptures that were originally revealed but were corrupted. It's talking about the scriptures in the possession of Jews and Christians in the 7th century. So that's why that doesn't work. I don't know if ChatGPT knows that, but ChatGPT will eventually know that, because we're going to keep pointing this out.
Hey, this is kind of funny.
What?
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. Wait, let me. Hey, ChatGPT. Which top Christian apologists are most associated with the Islamic dilemma? Woohoo!
Does that thing even talk?
Wait. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Wait. Hey, ChatGPT, which top Christian apologists are most associated with the Islamic dilemma?
David Wood is definitely one of the top names associated with the Islamic dilemma.
Smart.
Another prominent figure is Sam Shamoun. Both are well known for focusing heavily on apologetics that involve critiquing Islamic theology from a Christian perspective.
Who else?
Another name that comes up is Jay Smith. He's also quite well known for engaging in debates about Islam from a Christian apologetics viewpoint.
Beast.
Sure. Those are the three main figures you'll typically hear mentioned.
Super beast.
Yep, that's the straight up fact of it.
Yeah.
Those three are basically the most...
Beast.
Absolutely.
Beast.
Got it. Understood. That's the info for you.
Beast.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know why it's speaking to me in a British accent. I think I switched it to a British voice a while ago for fun. There you go, David. It says the top figures are David Wood and Sam Shamoun. What do you say about that?
I was actually hoping, because I thought it would be funny if they gave someone else's name, like someone who learned it more recently, like inspiring philosophy or something like that. Wouldn't that have been funny?
Does Jay Smith even talk about it?
I'm assuming he has, but for basically the past several years, he's been focusing on the non-existence of Muhammad. So I'm guessing he's used it in the past or something like that.
No, I wouldn't have expected ChatGPT to mention me, because many others have talked about it much more than I did.
Yeah. So as far as people who've been using this for a long time and trying to popularize it, that would be me and Sam Shamoun. There are other people who've been using it for a couple of years now and who've been using it a lot. And so God Logic IP is using now. Chris from Speaker's Corner has done posted a bunch of videos. So you have a lot now, but yeah, AP, not nearly as much. What he did was make the song about it. What AP did was make the song about it. So we were using it in the realm of apologetics. AP brought it into the realm of music and won a Grammy for it. So he brought it to the Grammy stage. He went up to accept his award. Kanye got up there, slapped him. You all know the rest of the story.
And said, "I'm gonna let you finish." Yeah.
Altered revelations of the Torah and the Gospel, basically what they believe to be the pure original messages before any human alterations. So from that perspective, they'd say the Quran isn't confirming the exact modern text we have today, but rather the original divine revelations as they were first given. Of course, that's their theological explanation. From a neutral standpoint, it's really about how each faith tradition interprets its own texts and the texts of others. So while the dilemma is a neat logical puzzle, different traditions have their own ways of resolving it. Let me know if you want to dive deeper. Are you any part of that?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that just doesn't really work, right? Because the Quran specifically affirms the version of the Gospels and the Torah that were present to Muhammad in the 7th century, and we have manuscripts of those versions of the Gospel and the Torah, and those do match the versions we have today, as well as the versions that came before it. We have manuscripts from the 1st century all the way up until now, and they're all the same in core teachings. So that way out wouldn't really work, right? Because in the Quran, Allah is confirming the manuscripts or the versions of these scriptures that were there with them, and we know what those are.
Dude, get that channel off your screen, man. Look at the channel name.
Oh.
Now, if that was an Al Zut channel, that would make perfect sense. But
Yeah.
and just an Islamic, because you have cradle and then you have the other word and all that's like really important in Islam.
Yeah. No, I brought it up. I brought up the comment because it said that ChatGPT is bad at critiquing Islam or something like that. So
seems to be getting better than it used to be, though, and that's because it's learning. And so, guys, it's nothing we're focusing on, but it is one of the important consequences of us sharing more and more information and more videos and more responses, that eventually ChatGPT picks up on that stuff. That'll be cool.
yeah, GoTop said, "What a name, LOL." Good point. ChatGPT, what are some very solid arguments against Islam which refute Islam? Be concise and list them.
Sure. To be concise, some commonly cited arguments against Islam include theological critiques of the Quran's internal consistency, challenges to the historical reliability of certain Islamic traditions, and moral critiques of specific laws or teachings in Islamic jurisprudence. That's straightforward and factual.
No, be more specific about the arguments.
Sure. Specifically, you might hear arguments about the Quran containing internal contradictions in certain verses, challenges that some historical accounts in the Hadith literature may not be reliable or consistent, and moral critiques regarding certain Islamic laws, like those related to apostasy or gender roles. These are fact-based points people often raise.
Okay, but let's be more specific. What are some arguments that are specifically used about certain claims made in Islam, used against Islam in order to demonstrate that Islam is false? Arguments that deal with certain truth claims within the Quran, for example.
Absolutely. For example, one argument that gets brought up is that the Quran makes certain historical or scientific claims that critics argue are demonstrably incorrect. For instance, certain descriptions of embryology that they claim don't align with modern science. Another example is the argument that some prophecies or statements in the Quran did not come true or can be interpreted as inaccurate. Basically, these are direct challenges to the factual accuracy of specific Quranic claims.
What about the argument regarding the Quran's claim that Jews worship Ezra as the son of Allah?
Sure, there's a specific argument. Sure, that's another specific argument people sometimes bring up. The Quran mentions that Jews took Ezra as the son of God, and critics argue there's no historical evidence that any Jewish community actually did so. They use this to argue that the Quran is making a factual error about Jewish beliefs. So that's a concrete example of a truth claim that's sometimes disputed.
Would you consider this a strong argument against Islam?
Yes, that's straightforward. Some people do consider it a strong argument because it's a factual claim that can be checked against historical evidence.
And the facts show that there is actually no Jewish community, nor was there ever a Jewish community that considered Ezra the son of God and worshipped him, as claimed in the Quran and also in the Hadith, correct?
Yes, that's correct. Historically, there is no evidence that any Jewish group ever regarded Ezra as the son of God or worshipped him in that way. That's a factual point people bring up as a critique.
So strictly looking at the Quran verse, which argues that Jews worship Ezra as the son of Allah, which is also once again affirmed in the Hadith, where Muhammad says that Allah will ask the Jews, and the Jews will say, we used to worship Ezra as the son of Allah. We could argue that Islam is making a false claim here, and that this is strong evidence that Islam is false, because the false claim is made by the almighty, all-knowing Allah himself directly, and also affirmed by Muhammad, his prophet.
Understood. You're essentially laying out the reasoning that if a specific claim in the Quran, like the assertion that Jews worship Ezra as the son of God, doesn't align with historical reality, then that could be used as evidence against the truth of Islam. That's a direct and fact-based argument. And yes, some people do consider that a strong critique.
It is a fact-based argument. So therefore, Islam debunked. Thank you. Bye-bye. There you go. In your face.
You should be making Lily J type videos doing stuff like that with the
In your face,
Ezra.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. And that is definitely a key point that gets raised in these discussions. Basically, you're saying that because we have those historical manuscripts that line up pretty consistently over the centuries, the idea that the Quran is only confirming some lost or original version of the Gospel and Torah doesn't quite hold up historically. And yeah, that's a valid angle that a lot of people bring up in these conversations. So in that sense, if someone is looking at it from a historical and textual criticism angle, they'd argue that the Quran's confirmation has to apply to the scriptures they existed in Muhammad's time. And those scriptures are pretty much the same as what we have now. So from your perspective, that's where the dilemma really tightens up. At the end of the day, it's one of those debates where the resolution kind of depends on which set of assumptions someone is starting with. But it's definitely a thought-provoking puzzle. If you've got more layers to it, I'm here for it.
Very, very nice, man. Very, very nice. What I notice right now is that so you can use ChatGPT with voice and with text, and with voice it kind of responds differently than it does with text. And it seems to me that the text version is better than the voice version. The voice version is a little bit more I don't know, not as precise, not as clear cut, not as proper, not as
based.
For example, I could ask my ChatGPT here, give me 2 very powerful and very precise arguments against Islam, not general, but very precise and crushing, which would be considered objectively strong. If I type this in now, it will probably give me I don't know why it switched back to the old ChatGPT, but let me see. Let's try
Is it writing in British?
Yes, it's writing in British. Huh. Oh, hang on, mate, hang on. Yeah, let me think about that for a second. Yeah. And then it can write it down, and then I can make it speak it out loud. Actually, let me see.
Here are 2 very precise and objectively strong arguments against Islam. 1. The Quran's claim that Jews worship Ezra as the son of Allah. Quran 9:30. Text. The Jews say Ezra is the son of Allah. The Christians say the Messiah is the son of Allah. Problem. No historical or textual evidence exists that any Jewish community ever worshipped Ezra, Uzair, as the son of God. Jewish monotheism was and is strictly opposed to deifying any human. The Torah, Talmud, Apocrypha, and other Jewish writings contain no such tradition. Early church fathers, Greco-Roman historians, and even Islamic historians confirmed that Jews never believed this. Why it's strong? This is not a matter of interpretation, but of falsifiable history. If the Quran, believed by Muslims to be the eternal, all-knowing word of God, asserts that Jews hold a belief that never existed, this is a direct factual error. An all-knowing deity could not misattribute beliefs to an entire people.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, he could if he's evil.
Yeah.
And demonic.
This one directly goes all out and just debunks Islam, for example. With the voice message, with the voice chatting, it's kind of not quite like that. But wait a minute, it wants to add something else here.
The Quran's misidentification of the Trinity. Quran 5:116, 573, 4:171.
Yeah. It's a law of Jesus and Mary.
The Quran presents the Christian Trinity as God, Jesus, and Mary.
What?
In 5:116, it asking Jesus if he told people to take himself and his mother as gods besides God. Problem. Historic Christianity has never taught a trinity of God, Jesus, and Mary. From the 1st century onward, Christian creeds and councils consistently defined the Trinity as Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Even heretical sects did not hold Mary as part of the Godhead. This is a blatant misrepresentation of Christian doctrine. Why it's strong. This shows the Quran confuses central Christian belief. If Islam claims the Quran is a perfect revelation correcting Christian errors, then misidentifying the single most fundamental Christian doctrine, the Trinity, undermines its credibility. An omniscient God would not misstate what Christians actually believe. Conclusion. Both arguments are powerful because they are not philosophical or opinion-based, but rely on verifiable historical fact. They expose the Quran making specific, testable claims about Jewish and Christian beliefs that are demonstrably false, which directly challenges Islam's claim that the Quran is the flawless word of God. Do you want me to expand these into debate-ready talking points, structured so they can't be easily dodged by a Muslim apologist?
Did you hear that?
Whoa.
So it's not like the voice version. It's just directly like, yeah, this is clearly false, man. This just proves that this just shows that Islam is totally wrong. If you want to, I can help you with that. The voice version doesn't do that. The voice version is more like, yeah, this could be considered a strong argument. Yeah, some people would say that. Yeah, it's funny. All right, mate. Whimsical. So, before I move on, as said, Sips with Sarah definitely would subscribe. Would recommend subscribing. Seems like a good channel, and I want to support and highlight any channel that is Christian or non-Christian, and that focuses or that talks about Islam. So. Most definitely. The nuclear Mahdi Jew, which is worse, BlackRock or Momo's BlackRock? Momo's BlackRock. Elder Dawa Chol says, test the like button, secret stone kissers. Mythical Elliptical, America. Elder Dawa Troll, peace be upon me, said, how dare she burn the Quran? Can I get her a McMuta meal? Instantly my crush. I don't think so, man. You have to stay away from her. She's dangerous. Haj Rayan Al-Ghazlani, can you make a Gargat Don't Snitch t-shirt? Yes, I can. I should, man. I need to put this design on
You
the
do.
on the
Dude,
shirt.
that's one thing. Like, we've occasionally made some merch here and there, but we need like we need a person who's really good at like graphic design and stuff, and we come up with the dumb ideas, and they make it happen. And then, because there's all sorts of stuff that people should be wearing that are great conversation starters and help get information. Just like that. Looks like Garkid Don't Snitch, right? You got that picture on your shirt. People can be like, hey, what's that about? And boom, they ask about it. You got a conversation starter for what Islam says on that issue. And anyway, all sorts of stuff like that would be useful.
This is true. Hello, outsider said, we know where AP does debate prep, LOL. So whenever I debate, is actually it is ChatGPT writing my whole debate for me. Including the open dialogue sections. I don't care about debates. It's just I just enter it into ChatGPT and say, hey, I'm gonna have a debate about this topic. Just write something for me. And it's like, okay, all right. So it lays out everything, and then I just go there and read it during the debate. That's basically how I debate. Well, there. Now you know. Now you know. Now you know. Mythical Elliptical. I expect those terrorists can F off on the soundboard, AP. God bless, brothers. It might be a bit too much. I don't know. Mort Rogue says, Matthew 10:16, behold, I'm sending you out like sheep among the wolves. Therefore be wise as serpents and innocent as doves. The wise as serpents part is often ignored. There you go, David. In your face.
Not by me. Not by me, it's not.
Azur says, David, you have criticized my lame jokes I have sent in and said they are not allowed, but I have a good one, I promise. Why do cows have hooves? Because they lactose. Where's my kazoo, man? I wanted to do a little sound here. I don't know, I lost it. In Zut, your opinion here says she expressed a literal hot take, but it probably isn't as hot as the Al Zut left Muhammad's cheeks where his real Zabiba was located. Agent Carolina says 85% of Dearborn Muslims chump like kitty litter. Nice. Clump, not chump. Abraham Harp says, she says Muslims should be abolished. I assume not the way Moses Moon was abolished by the Al-Zut.
No one deserves to get abolished like that.
Jack Imov says, I'm not going to read your super chat now. You made me say it. I'm not going to read your super chat now. I'm going to stop reading names.
Hold my tequila.
I'm going to stop reading your names now. Eldon Howard Troll says, AP rips page from Quran Gomez, hold my tequila. Mythical Elliptical, imagine arming her with Islamic Dilemma. Do it.
Ooh, now that's, I hadn't thought about, I mean, we thought it would be funny if she knew about the Al-Zut, because she'd probably be saying it left and right. But yeah, that might be interesting if she learns about the Islamic Dilemma. We might have to tutor her in Islamic polemics, since she's really fearless in using it.
They bow down to a stupid rock, which the Al-Zut touched. MT, halal right is gold. Halal right is a good term. Azar, this is hilarious. It is. Sivako, something tells me Valentina doesn't like Muslims. I know, I kind of get the impression.
I get that vibe as well.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what it is, but something suggests that.
Yeah, that's true, Al. That's true. Sketch Therapy says, arm her with two dilemmas. Islam is the synagogue of Baal. Its roots aren't Abrahamic, and the Quran both hates and derives authority from Torah and Babel. This is true. But I don't think she is into arguments. Al says, she's my new hero. LOL, AP and David. When you guys getting her on the channel for an interview? David wants to meet her.
Kind of rough.
David is probably going to have her soon on for an interview.
Probably sometime 20, 30 years from now.
Trish Pro says, Teo tier, 2-tier Kier will change when he gets Al-Zuted. That might be true.
I'm looking. I don't see her on Twitter, except for people criticizing her and a couple people playing her videos and stuff like that.
What do you mean you don't see her on Twitter?
I mean on YouTube. I meant to say YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
She is
learn to speak, man. What is this?
Oh, she did sit down with Roseanne Barr and talk about stuff. That's interesting. Now, AP, that might be a good idea. As I said, interview her on X and then take out the clips that aren't going to get you banned and post those on YouTube.
Look at this.
Bacon, dogs, and freedom. What is that?
This is cheaper than the deportation of rapists and murderers.
She got the thing all tied up and stuff. You know what's funny? The other day I went downstairs and my kid has this it's not life size, but it's like it's bigger than normal, but it's a Spider-Man doll. And he had it all tied up, bound and gagged with zip ties and stuff like that, and a chair. He had the thing all it's my youngest son, but he had it all zip tied up and like zip tied in a chair, hands, feet, all that stuff. And I said, "Hey, why are you doing that?" And he said, Spider-Man controls the ads when I try to watch a video, and he's playing too many ads. And I'm like, oh, this sounds delusional and crazy violent response. And so it begins.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
I like it. My boxing review says, my prayers have been answered. People are waking up. Thank God. Allah gets effed by Israel and poops in the black stone toilet after a holy s funny person. Interesting. Yeah, that's pretty good. If Saudi takes down polyflags, does that mean they're actually based and friendly? They also condemn Israel too. Are they just playing nice and fun immigrants? No, it's because the situation there is a bit more complicated. Saudi Arabia is not a country that tolerates any kind of protests or any kind of flag waving. It doesn't matter if it's a Palestine flag or an Israel flag or a Germany flag or an America flag, unless it's a Saudi Arabia flag. Saudi Arabia does not tolerate stuff like going out and protesting or having a message on your shirt or carrying a sign, things like that. They don't want that kind of stuff there.
Yep. It seems most Muslim countries don't want that stuff because you don't see it. Where do you see that? United States, Canada, UK, France, the places that tolerate that sort of thing.
Yeah. But even like, for example, in Pakistan, you can have mass protest or mass rallies in favor of whatever the country believes in. In Saudi Arabia, you can't have that either. They just don't want people going outside and doing anything. Like, you don't do that kind of stuff. Your people, behave. Yosera says, AP, what kind of AI do you use to create your song? May the Lord our God bless you.
Don't tell anyone, because other people are going to start stealing your secrets, and they're going to start making songs too. If you're the only one who knows how to use all this stuff, keep that secret to yourself.
Good luck stealing your secret. I can tell everybody I use Suno to create the sounds, but that's not all you need to know, because it takes lots of work aside from just entering stuff in Suno.
Not entering stuff the way
the Al-Zut entered. I mostly write by myself and then come up with tunes. Sometimes just pick random tunes and all that. But yeah, you could also just simply make stuff on that website. Yeah. Living with Jay said he's a black belt in Al-Zutsu. Joseph Baum says she gives Loomer a run for her money on Crazy, but she's much nicer to look at. Very rude. Very rude. I guess I don't know if it's rude. I guess that's how you look at it. You know? Eunuch Pets, Crimson Crescent video must for polemic status. What is Crimson Crescent video?
Don't know.
Emmanuel became a YouTube member. Thank you for becoming a YouTube member, Emmanuel. Thank you, Emmanuel. Vaming Xiong says David Wood, Mike Winger just called and wants to claim as creator of Islamic Dilemma. David, do you allow this?
He probably will try that crap at some point. He'll make some terrible Islamic Dilemma video at some point, and then all his dumb brainwashed fans will be like, "Oh, look, this is the most powerful argument ever that Mike Winger invented," and then they'll try to give him all the credit.
Nice. Big Rig says, "Ask it why Mo was covered in semen."
That'd be good. I still wonder that. It's a weird situation where Muhammad's covered in semen, and you think, okay, the nicest, most charitable explanation for this is he's using the garment he wears to the mosque as a semen rag after sex. That's the nicest interpretation. Everything it gets way worse after that, because then you have to start wondering, is it from his boyfriend? Is it even human semen that he's covered in? All that stuff.
The thing is, I don't want to ask my GPT why Muhammad was covered in semen. Yeah, so I guess you could try that. Chat, whose muta brings all the boys to the yard? That's a good question.
Mo muta.
Hey, why do you have the same thing that I have? What is this?
What?
I was just playing with a lighter here. Why do you have one? Are you copying me?
It's running out. Look.
Are you copying me, man? I was just playing with a lighter here the whole time, and now you have one too. What is this? Everybody copying me.
You copied me.
Everybody copying me. H Small says, trying to send super chat, but being censored. You rock. Thank you. Censorship bad. The seal of the prophets. Where's the walrus of the prophets? Did you guys see that video of a particularly based woman in the street in the UK shouting, "This is a Christian nation. Your pedophile prophet has no power here"? I haven't seen that.
No, but she's probably in prison now.
Yeah, probably. Khalif Amia, Al-Zutullah, brothers. Al-Zutullah. Charlie says, DM misted. Quick recap, please. No, you can watch it later.
Hey, after we put out all the Zut information, when Muslims complain, we can start telling them not to be Zutaphobes.
Zut's gonna give it to you. Yeah, we should do that.
Zut gonna give it to you.
Dismantle LXA till hostages are returned. Powerful. Powerful, powerful. And the IDF gifted 5 more membership. Thank you. Thank you to the IDF. The IDF gifts memberships here. Thank you very, very much to the IDF. Thank you. Appreciate that. And Kemal Öz, who is a Turkish super chatter, says, is it time for Trump to impose an entry ban on the band Kneecap, Bob Villain, and most importantly, Greta? All have criminal records, so it's justifiable.
Yeah. Tell you someone who would have liked an entry ban. What?
Always thinking about the other suit.
Hey, look at this. Look at what Tribal Dad said. Oh, you'll have to put that back up. He said Zootopia. I need to steal that from some reason. Need to use that for something. Zootopia.
Zootopia.
Mohammed's Zootopia. Momo's Zootopia. Oh boy.
The Zootopia.
The Zootopia.
Zootopia. Zootopia.
Oh, sorry. I put that comment back up.
I don't know. I think everyone should be banned from America. That's my personal opinion. What do you think, David?
Yeah, keep in mind as far as entering a country, unlike entering Mohammed, there can be rules for it. You know what I mean? You can have rules for it. Like at the end of the day, if the UK doesn't want me over there, that's on them. They can say no D Wood, no Robert Spencer. They can say that sort of thing.
Yeah. I personally think everybody should be banned from entering America after I came to America. I should be the last person to enter America. Nobody else should be allowed. That's anything else, David? Let's keep it short, this one. It's been 1 hour and 20 minutes. We didn't have a plan to go live anyway, but we wanted to watch a video by Valentina Gomez because she burned the Quran, which is very, very... It still hurts my heart. I can't believe she did this. I can't believe it. I can't believe she would do something like this. It's terrible, man. Anyway, what are we doing? Something tomorrow?
I don't know. Are we?
Are we? I don't know. Yeah, tomorrow we might go live. If you don't want to go live on yours, we can go live on mine or something. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see what info comes out tomorrow. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. My shirt says "Make Europe Great Again."
Hey,
what?
Hey, I looked up. There are places where you can make and market your own energy drink. Like they'll make it for you and label it and send it out. You just have to do the marketing. But we could come up with something like Zoot Juice. It'd probably be the most popular energy drink for Dawa guys and jihadis.
Yeah.
Zoot Juice.
Somebody could start a company called Zoot Entertainment.
Al Zoot Entertainment.
Yeah.
Zoot
Go to
Entertainment.
Al Zoot on the backside front. Normal man, every time you guys are going to say something interesting, you say Umma and change subject. Umma, what finish your sentence? This. No. H. Smalls, please read my other comments. Want to reach you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. You want to reach me? You can reach me. Everybody knows how to reach me.
That's what Muhammad said to the Al Zoot.
You see. All right, man. Mega. All right. Anything else, David?
Oh, shit.
Beast. All right. Then let's call it a night and ride into the night. But before I leave, I want to play a little song. It's my little baby here. Wait, sorry.
Play Stairway to Heaven, man.
Okay. I'm still learning.
Based.
Nobody plays this thing, but I'm kind of weird, so I got myself this liar. Because I'm a liar.
Because you're a liar.
I got a liar.
See? Next time you'll also get a scumbag because you're a scumbag. You got a bag filled with scum.
All right. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate that. Thank you. All right. I'll see you all next time. That's always what I say to my instrument when I play it. All right. Thanks, everybody. And as always, which translates to
stay away from Islam.
Beast.